On a busy city street corner, most drivers wouldn't expect to see a deer, but this is Wisconsin. Video from a traffic camera downtown Appleton catching a deer darting in front of an unsuspecting driver. That was this morning. It bounced off the SUV, just kept right on running.
Well, you'd never know it, but the next time you drive in Milwaukee, you could be spending money on something that's already been paid for.
Yeah, we're talking about parking and yet another drawback to the city's high-tech parking meters.
The I-Team's Steve Shamraz has been digging into this.
And he's live downtown to explain what he's uncovered. Steve.
Guys, it's a drawback to people like you and me, but to the city of Milwaukee, this is a potential windfall because some people are paying for parking at these meters that's already been paid for. It turns out it's exactly.
It is one of the most satisfying feelings a driver can get.
You remember a day when you could see you had a free half hour coming to you at a parking spot?
Absolutely, and I'd grab it as quick as I could.
Pulling into a great parking spot and realizing, hey, there's still time left on the meter.
In some sections of the city, you can still do that.
But not here.
Not here.
In the parking business, that good feeling has a name. It's called piggybacking, and in Milwaukee, it's getting hard to come by.
It does not surprise me.
Over the last decade, the city replaced more than 3,000 parking meters with these, spaces marked by only a sign and a number. That makes it hard to piggyback on the extra spending of another parker.
Used to be a quarter and you'd get an hour too.
Right.
Yeah, those days are gone.
Alderman Bob Donovan is old enough to remember when a meter told you just how much time was left. So he was a little sad to hear piggybacking is vanishing. What has him angry is learning the city can now collect twice for the same parking spot.
Now it's really become nothing more than a way for the city to make as much money as they possibly can.
When we asked Milwaukee Public Works to tell us how often it gets paid twice for the same time in the same spot, it could not. A spokesperson emailed, DPW does not have any records regarding piggybacking.
So we came at it from a different angle, doing an unscientific study of two very busy streets, looking at every payment made at every parking spot for 1 week.
First up, Menominee Street in the 3rd Ward. In 1 week, people paid the city twice for the same spots here, 33 different times. A little further north is Jefferson Street, west of Cathedral Square. Here, the city got paid twice for the same spots, 85 times. That's a total of 118 double payments across 56 metered spaces in a span of 7 days. This in a city with 3,097 parking spots where you can't see how much time is left on the meter. Do the math, and the number of potential double payments comes to 340,275 times a year.
Irregardless of what the bureaucrats may tell you, I'm telling you, it's a way for the city to gain revenue, without a doubt.
Public Works denies putting an end to piggybacking was one of the reasons they switched to these meters. But there's this. T2, the company that makes these meters, says it right on the website. Their meters increase revenues, partly from reducing the likelihood of giving remaining time to another driver.
I don't believe the city ought to be in the business of trying to take people to the cleaners, try to take their money inappropriately.
All right, I'm going to let everybody in on a little secret here. There is a way to try and still piggyback with these meters. Come on in, take a look. Let me show you. It gives you the option when you punch your number in to add time to the existing meter. It doesn't always work, and it takes forever for it to process. So if you're not in a hurry, you can wait for it. Again, it doesn't always work. Public Works, by the way, is also considering trashing all these multi-space meters and replacing them with, you guessed it, a meter back at every space that will once again tell you how much time has been paid for. We're live in Milwaukee tonight. Steve Shamraz, today's TMJ4.
Okay, very annoying. Thank you, Steve.